So, someone sees you as very intelligent and clever. They think you have a clever mind. So, they like to talk to you for that reason. Because you always bring them. I didn't mean to say that. You always bring them to a place they've never been in some way. It's always like a discovery talking to you. And I feel like you're going to feel the same way with this person. You're not only going to discover things about them and just about life in general, because you're going to be engaging with them, looking through their eyes by the experiences that they share with you. So it feels like this relationship is full of profound knowledge, profound perspective that both of you are going to really appreciate very much. I see two squirrels chasing each other. So y'all gonna be like two squirrels chasing each other. They're just together right now. But yeah, they just ran down the hill together. So I feel that both of you are going to be very comfortable with one another, with just being free with, even if it's something that you thought about, right? And you don't really know about it for sure, it's just a thought. You won't be afraid to share that thought. And that's a good thing, because that means that you're allowing your mind to be exercised, you know? Not like an exorcism, because I don't know why I thought that. Maybe some of you are going to feel that when I say that, but that's not what I mean. I'm talking about like building your mental strength. The more you think, and the more you think from an abstract perspective, the more you exercise your mind. I remember one time years ago, I was in school, and I had to write something. I had to write a paper. Oh, now I see gophers chasing each other. Anyway, I had to write a paper, and the question was an open question, and I was used to answering questions, like just answering the question, whatever question was asked, but the question wasn't formulated in that way. It was asked to me in a way where I had to think. I had to do the work. And they're so cute and fat. Oh no, those are bunny rabbits. Oh, well, hello, bunnies. I kept on thinking it was something else, but the closer they got, I see who they are. They so cute. But anyway, yeah, so I'm getting so distracted by these creatures out here. But yeah, anyway, I had to answer the question, and I had found myself getting frustrated because I didn't know where to start. It was such an open-ended question with so much perspective within it that I didn't even know where to start, and I had gotten frustrated because I felt frazzled. And by the end of that course, or that class, which was 3 months long, I was able to do it with no problem. And this might be something that you just know how to do, naturally. Because honestly, back all those years ago, I didn't know how to do it. I didn't realize I didn't even know. It exercised a part of my mind that I was not using, and I didn't even know that I should use it, because it's not something that I ever thought about. I guess I don't know it's not something that I thought about, to use my mind in that way. And I feel like many people feel like I have felt, now that I think about it, because it's just not normal to speak all the time from that perspective. Now, for you, I feel like many of you practice that way of thinking because you're someone who enjoys learning and understanding things on a deeper level, so that you feel more comfortable with various topics. So this person just feels like you're so clever because you always think of something that's so different. It makes the two of you go to a whole nother world together just through conversation. And sometimes people think that time traveling is just like through you got to get in a time machine and go somewhere. Nah, you could time travel right wherever you are. Anytime you could time travel. And I think that's that, like, that makes me think about the tree again, because I was talking about that some readings back, sometime last week or the week before, or maybe it was 3 weeks ago, I don't know. But I was talking about the trees and how they stay still, but they're rooted and they're still connected to everything. And then I was thinking about how when the leaves sway, it's like connected to the frequency of the earth, and it's just, everything's just connected. So yes, we can stand still. However, through our crown, we can reach other dimensions, okay? And we can do that in conversation. We can do that in meditation. We can even do that. We can even time travel into someone else's life when you think about it, because when people tell you their story, you feel the feelings? You can't lie. When somebody tells you something that moves you, you feel it almost like it happened to you. So when you feel that, it makes you empathize on a very deep level, because you can only imagine, but it feels like you experienced it as well. And because the two of you have such a close bond in this way, where you're not afraid to be yourself and just express yourself, even if you might not be completely correct. Sometimes it's just more so of like, it's not about being correct, it's about exploring your mind and your thoughts, and then doing research to see how your thoughts align with the truth and how spirit is moving and speaking through you. You allowing yourself to be clever instead of over analyzing things to the point where you overthink and you're like, no, I shouldn't say that because I might be wrong. No, I couldn't say that. It's really about getting to know yourself and how do you think, and is how you're thinking the right way to think, and you're not afraid to do that. And there's like a bold, courageous aspect of you that this person just loves about you. That's why they love like how you think, and you're just so clever. They think you're very intelligent just off the strength of you just being yourself. They love, just don't stop being you, because the energy that I'm feeling is so beautiful, because you're free. You're not locked down by what we are told we should think. That's weird. How you gonna tell somebody, it's kind of weird, especially if it's not like thoughts that can improve your life. Things have been told to us that can actually harm us and affect us in a way that some people don't recover from. So to be bold enough to think of other options, other options to believe in, or other methodologies and frameworks to live by, it just makes life tailored. Like, you begin to have, your life is tailored to you. That's a beautiful life to live, because you're being true to yourself, and it's actually very pleasing to God. We're not created all different in the way we are, regardless of if it's like on the outside and the inside, and our thoughts and our experiences. We go through so many differences, which just so happen to be very similar, because it's our signature to who we are meant to become. Our experiences are signatures to who we are meant to become. And this person sees you becoming, and it's very becoming. Okay? And they will never stop like bigging you up and telling you how much they appreciate you, and they think the world of you because you were bold enough to create your own world. It's a beautiful thing, and I'm proud of you, because I see so many people just go along with the get along, and they are so lost and confused. And many of you that listen to me, all of you are not going to resonate with this message. However, just know that this could be the beginning of a blueprint for you to get out of your normal way of thinking, because what we see as normal is not normal. And that's the crazy part about it, because for abnormal to become normal is actually scary, because that's why everything is in an uproar. That's why so many people don't know how to control their emotions. That's why so many people are all dosed up on all types of substances, and they can't tell what's real from what's fake. And they just get confused. So, if there was any great time to change, it would be now. It could be any time, but now is good, because you're here, you're alive, you can move around, you think. So use this beautiful time that you have wisely, because you're worth it. Okay? And for the one who's intelligent with that clever mind, God is proud of you just for choosing you. So many people really betray themselves and don't even know. So it's pleasing to Spirit to see you paving your own way, making your own path, because that means that you're different. It's going to be very different from anything that anyone has seen, because that's just what you're choosing. That's how your mind works. Okay, so you will be a blessing to many people if you don't realize that. You are already a blessing. You've already blessed so many in such a way. You have uplifted so many people without even realizing that you did. You changed people's feelings about certain aspects of life that they thought that there was no way out of. Many times in life, it seems like there's no way out of certain situations, but that's just an illusion. And it's also like the locks that we have within our minds to believe that you can't do something, like you can't do a thing, when you could do the thing. Okay, my love? So that's it for this message. So yeah, that's the overall message as to why this person and others believe that you are very intelligent and clever. It's because of how you conduct yourself and how you believe. Everything you do, do it with love. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you're feeling the vibe, especially if this message resonates with you. And I will see you in the next one.